providing a dedicated and reliable service aimed at keeping you informed and up to date. This is Pilipinas Prime.
The Philippines is preparing to host a second US-made Typhon missile system, reinforcing its defense capabilities amid growing security challenges in the region. The deployment of this advanced missile system marks a significant step in strengthening military cooperation between the Philippines and the United States. The move is seen as a firm commitment from Washington to support its longtime ally in Southeast Asia.
Secretary Pete Hegseth, to be followed by Secretary Gilberto Chitoro Jr. Secretary Hegseth, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon. Mr. Secretary, thank you for an incredibly productive afternoon. We're really glad to be here in Manila with Secretary Teodoro on my first trip as the Secretary of Defense in the Indo-Pacific. You know this, the audience knows this, the United States has been fighting shoulder to shoulder with the Philippines since World War II.
The Philippines is preparing to host a second US-made Typhon missile system, reinforcing its defense capabilities amid growing security challenges in the region. The deployment of this advanced missile system marks a significant step in strengthening military cooperation between the Philippines and the United States. The move is seen as a firm commitment from Washington to support its longtime ally in Southeast Asia. Strengthening defense amid regional tensions, the U.S. previously stationed one Typhon unit in Northern Luzon in April last year as part of joint military drills. This system, known as the Range Capability (MRC), has remained in the country ever since. Given its strategic location, the Philippines urged the U.S. to deploy an additional Typhon unit to enhance regional security. The Typhon missile system is capable of launching Tomahawk cruise missiles, which have a range of up to 2,500 kilometers, 1,550 miles. This allows it to reach critical areas in the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait, making it a vital asset in maintaining stability. The United States has been increasing its military presence in the Pacific through various exercises, including Operation Pathways. This program consists of round drills to strengthen military cooperation with regional allies. The upcoming Balikatan exercise, scheduled from April 21st to May 9th, will play a crucial role in reinforcing this collaboration. While the Typhon missile system will not be used for fire exercises during Balikatan, military officials have expressed their interest in conducting such drills in the future. Strengthening Philippines sees it as a valuable step in enhancing its defense posture. Military officials have emphasized that hosting the missile system will provide important training opportunities for personnel and strengthen the country's defense capabilities. The presence of the Typhon is viewed as an additional layer of security, helping to deter potential threats in the region. On the other hand, China has expressed strong opposition to the deployment. Chinese authorities have repeatedly demanded that the missile system be removed from the Philippines, accusing the country of escalating an arms race. China argues that the presence of the Typhon threatens regional stability and security. Despite these concerns, the Philippines has maintained that its defense measures are solely aimed at protecting its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The positioning of the Typhon in the Philippines places it in a strategic location, allowing it to respond to various security challenges. Experts believe that its deployment demonstrates Washington's commitment to upholding regional security. The presence of such a system enhances the Philippines' ability to protect its maritime borders and respond to potential threats in contested waters. U.S.-Philippines military cooperation and strategic significance. The United States has remained committed to supporting its Indo-Pacific allies, and the deployment of the second Typhon system reflects this ongoing effort. This move is part of a broader military strategy to reinforce security partnerships in the region.
Our partnership not only continues today, but we are doubling down on that partnership. And our ironclad alliance has never been stronger. This morning, I also had a chance to meet with President Marcos. And Secretary Teodoro and I just had as I described, very productive discussion about how to not just continue, but accelerate the progress in U.S.-Philippines alliance. We agreed on the next steps to reestablish And that's key, re-establish deterrence in the Indo-Pacific region. These efforts build on an ongoing $500 million commitment in foreign military financing and other security assistance to support the Philippines' military modernization. First, we agreed that the United States will deploy additional advanced capabilities to the Philippines. This includes using the Nemesis anti-ship missile system and highly capable unmanned surface vehicles in exercise Balikatan this April. These systems will enable U.S. forces and the armed forces of the Philippines to train together on using advanced capabilities to defend the Philippines' sovereignty. Second, to enhance interoperability for high-end operations, we agreed to conduct bilateral Special Operation Forces training in the Batasan Islands. Did I get that right? Batanes, Islands. Special Forces training together. Third, Secretary Teodoro and I agreed to prioritize bilateral defense industrial cooperation, which is critical. So today we published a joint statement outlining our priority areas for cooperation. This includes co-producing unmanned systems and increasing combined logistics support. I was just in Guam before I came here. We can talk about big systems and advanced technologies, but if you don't have logistics support, I see the folks who run militaries and run formations, you need logistics support to actually operate and advance forward. These initiatives will help us share burdens and promote a more comprehensive partnership. We intend for these efforts to boost both of our economies and strengthen supply chain resilience. And finally, we agreed to launch a bilateral cyber campaign. We're going to work together to reduce cyber vulnerabilities across our alliance, and increasing cybersecurity will allow even more advanced operational cooperation. The challenges we face require that kind of team effort. But I'll tell you this, those aspects are just the beginning. We had our meeting this morning, we had a meeting with the President, we had a meeting in here, we had private meetings as well. I can assure you, and I can assure all those watching, this is just the beginning of what will continue to be an incredibly fruitful alliance. So together we'll encourage our other partners and allies in the region to step up their efforts and their cooperation to increase defense capabilities and strengthen deterrence. We have already set a robust agenda for the next few years. Our staff and both of us are going to remain actively engaged.
The U.S. Army's 3rd Multi-Domain Task Force is preparing the 2nd Typhon battery for deployment, and its role in upcoming joint exercises is expected to further strengthen military cooperation. First deployment in 80 years, Japan's troops poised to set foot on Philippines soil. Military analysts believe that having a 2nd Typhon unit would provide significant advantages in maintaining regional stability. In the event of a conflict, an additional battery would ensure continued defense operations, even if the first system were to be neutralized.
This is Filipinas Prime.